How's it? This is the foundation coming at you with part 2 of my off-season videos. I'll be focused on the roster and on free agency. Now, the biggest thing out there, Dez Bryant. What do we do with Dez Bryant? Do we cut him? Do we ask for a pay cut? Or do we ride it out one more year? Really quick on Dez Bryant though, because I was going to do a highlight video of the first 8 games and the highlight video of the last 8 games. Now, I'm a crawler when it comes to video editing, and I just gave up on it, but I watched all the games again. And I'll talk about the drive you crazy part about Dez Bryant. You know, the game against Seattle. Screaming, hollering, I want the ball, which you love, but at the same time too, it started becoming a distraction. And he was so focused on wanting the ball that when he finally got the ball, you know, he wasn't focused and he fumbled the ball. Drives you crazy. Then you go back and you watch this Cardinals game, catches the ball and this trucks the whole Cardinals defense, you know. I mean, yes, I know there was some blocking on it, but that's the thing that you love about this, that passion, that heart, and everything like that. And that's, you know, that's the things we love about this. The least thing I'm a fan of is the cutting. You know, cutting him outright. I don't want any more dead money. I'm so tired of having dead money on it. I know it can save us some money at the same time, but this the dead money part is just, you know, it just drives me crazy with that. The pay cutting one now, there's 2 scenarios. Somebody brought this up. Hey, let's see if we can give Dez, you know, show that we have good faith and have Dez earn it back. That one is kind of scary because, you know, what if there comes a game where, like, he knows that something is on the line where with his contract and he's not getting the ball. Maybe, you know, his emotions could get the best of him. He's like, you guys doing this to me on purpose and all that. So that's why I wouldn't do that. The other pay cut, I understand that he didn't go down, basically break down the door. They have to open up the door for him. They say, hey, Dez, come in. We want to ask you to take a pay cut. I don't blame him for not bursting through the door and goes, hey, take my money back. You know, take some money back from me. I'm cool. Nah. So, and then, you know, then the last one is ride it out and then see from there where the cap hit might be less than the following year. And then if they do click, you know, Dak and Dez, then the investment was well worth it. I just want to go with the most logical one, this asking him for a pay cut. Now, they have to ask him and all that. How much? I don't know. I'll leave it to them. Now, as far as free agency goes, if you guys see my off-season videos, I'm not a big name free agent guy. I'm more believing into resigning our own. Which brings me to, we do have a big name targeted. Now, I know people say, duh, but at the same time, too, you know, you try to bring somebody else in, you might lose the risk of losing Zach. You know, Zach Martin is going to be a Cowboy. So, you know, his thing is right now $9 million. He can release some cap space if he signs a long term. One of the hottest names out there, Tank, D-Law, you know, he's the hottest name out there. So, again, think of another name, and probably we won't get D-Law. Now, he hasn't really signed his, the Cowboys didn't tag him just yet. They have, I think, a few, you know, next week or something like that to tag him. Now, with that being said, I've heard the things like, not everybody is fully trusting him yet. Want to earn it one more year. Some people say, you know what, that's a big cap hit. Just sign him long term. I just hope the Cowboys are, you know, I'm fine with either or, to be honest. But I hope the Cowboys are exploring the fact that he has 2 back surgeries and a suspension on him, you know. And we know how with Roger Goodell, we just constantly get screwed over by Roger Goodell. If he has a bad piss test, even though he could be innocent, and he loses appeal, that's 10 games. So that's where they have to negotiate that part. It's like, hey, if you piss test one time wrong, I don't care if it's not your fault. this cannot happen because that's 10 games. So with that being said, is that which brings me to the guy that probably we're gonna lose, and it's gonna a little bit hurt because he's gone so unappreciated until this year. Now we really see what he has been for our team is Anthony Hitchens. Played hurt. We tried to do the bigger, better deal with him. For a few years, and it's like, but he's always been the guy that was there. When Jalen Smith was recovering from his injury, and we won 13 games, he was the guy that was there. We give all the praise to Sean Lee, but Hitchens was right there helping out. Jalen, I'm not crapping on Jalen. I'm not saying that I would pick Hitchens over Jalen. I'm just saying that that's what happened and all that. And and as Jalen needed time to get, to improve, Anthony Hitchens was there. Now the problem is that I would love to bring him back, and I know he probably would love to come back, but Matt Eberflus is in Indianapolis, and he could be going, I know you, you know me, I seen what you do, I love what you do. We have $70 million under the cap, and come on, we can give you more money than the Cowboys going. So he's gonna be one of those guys. Bryce Butler, he wants to do his thing. Now as far as the rest of free agents, this year with the roster, I'm gonna say something that maybe sound crazy to some people, but we need to be smarter, because last year we lost 4 positions of our offensive line. Now there's only 5, and we had 3 All-Pros, but this is where I'm saying it. We lost Larry to free agency. We moved because Doug Free retired. That's 2. We moved Collins to the right tackle, which he hasn't done all the time. So that's a 3rd position. 2 guys that was holding down the left guard, and a guy that's unproven at the right tackle, which he played well, and all that. And then we decided to play a game of let's get a best 5, which Chaz Green, I give him a credit for fighting, for not stopping and all that. But 2016, we all wanted him gone before the season started. And when Tyron Smith got hurt, we basically went, oh my God, it's over. But he played well, and we was like, ooh, we have a tackle. And then they messed with it. They messed with him. That's the 4th position. We could have just said, stay where you are, and have you guys, and have Bell and Cooper just do it. If it was going to be a weaker link, so what? At least we had something solidified behind it, behind Tyron and all that. That's the thing that bothered me, I wasn't a fan. I was pissed about it. If that was Pollock's decision, Jason Garrett needs to take blame for that himself. But Pollock, that's stupid, and like I said, with free agents, how I view it is, you can bring in a guy like bring you back someone like Cooper. I'm not gonna go to everybody, but bringing back someone like Cooper. You have someone with starter experience. Then you bring in someone, you bring a draft pick that either can compete with him or not. That. So that's what I view free agency. Is someone with starters, solid free agent. Not someone you break the bank for, but solid free agent where you're going. If I draft a guy, and he has starter experience, then the guy that I draft can compete. But at least in whatever way you go, at least your roster is solid in that sense. Or maybe something doesn't work out in the draft, then you have something there to be an insurance policy. Then the final one is, I don't trust our roster yet. That's the hired gun, where you just go, we're bringing you for this specific reason. Go out, go out and just earn that money. We pay you this money, just do that. Just do your thing, and that's it. So, I'll talk about my draft in a little while. All right. Mahalo for watching. Bonnie Yellow Boys, and like always, go Cowboys.